Hi guys, welcome back. My hair is absolutely crazy. I took a shower last night and literally went to bed with my hair wet. So it's just like really fluffy, volumizing. But you know, I don't know if everybody gets this, but when my hair gets dirty after like a couple days, it just hurts my head and I get like headaches and stuff. So I told that to my husband and he's like, "Really? You get headaches from your hair being dirty?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And people I've talked to get the same thing. So um if you are new here, welcome. I talk about withdrawal, benzos, opiates, antidepressants. Everybody kind of comes to this channel for many, many different withdrawals. So, welcome, and yeah, thank you for being here. If you are not new, thank you so much for always being here. I really do appreciate it. Today isn't too different. I do feel okay. I'm starting to sleep better. So I hope that gives people hope that are going through this to, see my week 2 video and how I was crying and it was just like really difficult. And I'm starting to feel better. I am getting headaches every day. I'm not really sure why or like, you know, exactly what it's, why, but I'll take it because everything else seems to be dying down. It kind of comes and goes though, which is a little frustrating because I'm like, good. And then I start getting the night sweats and the tremors and the chills and I'm like, ah. So just stay strong and know that I think somebody told me in the past, when you do have those symptoms, it's your brain healing. So when I do have the chills or I do have a headache or I have, whatever, I have to remember that maybe that's my body healing and it's producing those symptoms because it's trying to like produce GABA and heal. So that's the one thing that I'm just trying to remember in those times that is really hard. I do have some people that are like, well, if you need benzos, like, why are you getting off if you need them? And, all of that stuff. And I feel like everybody has their own situation. There are some people that do need them and they can live their life happily with them, which is amazing. And those people I'm not really talking to because they're on them, it helps them, they're good. So for those people, this channel is not so much geared towards you since you're not coming off of them. But I just have people like, why are you telling people to get off of them when they help me? Or you're saying benzos are not good, that sort of thing. So I'm only talking to people trying to get off of them. And then I have some other people like, how did you get off of them? It's so hard. And to those people who are saying it's so hard to get off of them, my advice is just take it unbelievably slow. Unbelievably slow. There's no rush. Rather it takes a couple years to get off of them. I hope that you would take that time because you don't want 2 years of hell. You want to go so slow that it's manageable. And I switched from clonazepam to diazepam Valium. And that was suggested because Valium you can get in lower doses. And Valium is less potent than like Xanax and that sort of thing. I did get withdrawals switching from Klonopin to Valium. I had like a week of withdrawals just switching to the same dose. Just it was not unbearable, but it was there. So, but I'm glad I did that because to come off of Valium was a lot easier. It got into the littler doses, and it was not as strong. So I don't know if you're on Xanax and you want to taper, you might want to talk to your doctor about switching over to Valium. It might look like a higher dose because I think it's like 1 milligram of Xanax is equivalent to 10 milligrams of Valium. I'm probably very, very wrong on that, but I do know like 1 milligram on this is equivalent to like 10 on Valium. So it looks like you're higher, but you're not. It's just it's not as potent. So it's a higher dose, but it is really worth it. I think people just want to go fast. I wanted to go fast. I was like, well, if I cut it here, might as well cut it extra, and then I have less time on it. But at the same time, knowing what I know now, I wish I would have just taken the tiniest piece off every day. I mean, like take a file and go, whoop, and then that's it. And then the next day do it twice. And the next day do it 3 times. Just to remove the slightest bit. Just remember that the people who are like, it's too hard to get off, I'm just going to take it for life. Because they don't want to do the taper thing, they say that they don't want to do, the taper's too slow, they don't want to do it, so they'll just stay on for life. But at the same time, if you stay on it for life, eventually that's it, like you're on it. If you taper, even if it's 2 to 3 years of tapering, eventually you will get off. So don't get discouraged, and I don't want to do the tapering, it's 3 years or whatever it is, so I'm just going to stay on it for life. I've had people on here say that they, I just lost track of what I was saying, that they taper and they get really frustrated and tend to go a little bit faster. Just listen to your body, and whatever it tells you, that's what you guys need to do. Because when I felt like I was going too fast, I definitely would slow down and stabilize. I think that's why at 110 days or whatever I'm at, I do feel at peace, and I do feel like I'm absolutely healing and that sort of thing, because I just didn't go too fast, I guess. I love your guys' comments. Thank you so much for writing me and telling me, tips and tricks and, just really sweet things. I really appreciate all of the love and support I get from you guys. It really makes this channel and all of the videos that I do, and it makes it so worth it, because I feel like if it helps just one person, it's so worth it. And I appreciate so much you guys being here. And out of all of the channels, I have a good amount of people that come to mine every day, and I thank you so much for that. I think that's kind of it today. I'm just kind of resting. I slept so hard that, like, I remember waking up when my husband's alarm went off at like 5:30 and just feeling like I couldn't wake up. I felt like I was trying to wake up, but I couldn't wake up. And then I just remember like kind of doing this. It was the weirdest thing ever. I was so weird. I wasn't uncomfortable doing it. It was just like that degree of exhaustion, if that makes any sense. It was just in such a deep sleep and so exhausted that I just couldn't come to. And then when my alarm went off at 7, I was like, I remember doing that. So just be patient with yourselves, guys. It's a long process. It's a longer process than I ever thought it would be. And even people say, that's long. I can't believe it's taken that long. It's a long process, but there is an end. And I think that's something that I just wanted to say. There is an end. Whether it be a year or 2 or 3, like, there is an end. I highly suggest not going cold turkey. Highly suggest not going cold turkey. Because you don't want to deal with that for months. And with tapering, your brain gets adjusted to the new dose. So you're not shocking your body like you would be if you cold turkey. So I definitely would say taper very, very slow. I had this one guy who said the doctor told him to taper 2 milligrams of Klonopin, I think, cut it to 1 milligram, and then a week later stop taking it. and he's fighting with his doctor, or he's begging his doctor or something like that, to go slower. So definitely be your guys' own advocate. If the doctor's not doing what you want and they're trying to throw you off too quick and you know it's too quick, really talk to them. If they're not going to do it, ask to talk to a different doctor, find another doctor. Because once you start that taper, if you do cut it and then you go into massive withdrawals, it's really hard to pull yourself out of it. So if you know that that's going to be too hard and that cut is too drastic, don't do it. Put yourself in a withdrawal, and then you're kind of stuck because you don't know if starting to take it again, if it'll pull you out. Some people it doesn't. So before you do that cut and before you do things that you're really uncomfortable with, advocate for yourself and make sure you're not doing something that's just too extreme for you. That's kind of all I have for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for my live at 12 o'clock Pacific time. I do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon.